Hello,
Hi, Keiko. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for taking time to take this interview with me. I want to
Yep.
start by saying congratulations on your win today. It's a very convincing game against Gentlemates.
Thank you very much. It was very nice and very fun to play.
I imagine you're watching the foot game right now with a lot of anxiety to see if
Yeah.
what the results are going to be. So I'll try and keep this brief. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to ask, what was your sort of game plan coming into this? Because I think before the game started, the desk spoke on you guys coming from Apex, you faced against Gentlemates in Ascension, and you guys lost against them in that final game. So this is sort of like a rematch kind of thing for the core players.
Um, yes, there was that sort of sentiment within the team. Like just me, James, and Enzo were like, we can't lose to these guys again.
Yeah.
And it's also a very important match for us to win. So the stakes were high, but not as high as Ascension. And we had a lot of preparation coming into this, and we were expecting to play a different set of maps.
Yeah.
But um, we did what we could, and we made a gamble, and it worked out.
How differently did you guys envision the sort of map pick and ban going?
Um, we were expecting for Lotus Sunset first, so we didn't prep Icebox at all this week. So
Ooh.
for them to, yeah, so it was interesting. So we were like, boys, they picked Icebox. What are we playing? And yeah, we came up on the arena and chamber, and we showed them some ranked gameplay.
Yeah, to be honest, I couldn't tell the difference. You guys ran them over 13-2.
Yeah, we were just sending it, to be honest. It was like all that momentum from the first game on Lotus just came into the second game, and they weren't ready for it, which was really fun
Fair enough.
for us, of course.
I want to speak as well. This is I believe, your first time coming into Tier 1 VCT EMEA. So how's that transition been like from challenges to like Tier 1 essentially? Has there been like a big jump up for you guys or for you, or not really? It's kind of just business as usual.
It's a lot different because instead of in tier 2, you play from home. You're in the comfort of your own home a lot, and you're not playing really from like a office where it's completely not your setup that you've been playing on for 2 3 years. And everything's different, and there's a lot more discipline and there's a lot more. I would say more structure to how we're practicing than it was in tier 2. I mean, of course, we were still very disciplined in tier 2, but being all in one place all the time whenever you're practicing is really really good for tier 1, and it's also like a step up. But I would say the level we haven't. It's not really a big jump up in the level. I would say there's just more pressure and stakes on the games, and we're playing much harder opponents than we were last year. So that's also a big factor for us. And yeah, I think the step up wasn't great, but there is a sort of curve to it. So
As you say, there's a lot more pressure because there's a lot more eyeballs on you guys, right? Like you're on the
Yeah.
big stage now, but also you guys now have access to a lot more resources. Can you speak a little bit on playing alongside Emil? Not playing aside alongside, but you have access to Emil. You have you're playing alongside Nats and Jamppi. So how's that been like for you as well?
Playing with Sanassy and Jamppi, they bring a lot of experience to the team and a lot of energy. Jamppi in particular, Nat's always, stone cold killer, so he's always very reliable and everything like that.
Yep.
And for Emil and Bacon, Emil is a really good coach, and he's always making us very disciplined and making sure that we're playing up to our potential, and he's always trying to enforce that as well. And it's been really good for us. And Bacon as well is a massive grinder. He watches so many VODs, he does so much stuff for us as a team that he's such an important factor for us. And yeah, I mean, honestly, the support staff is incredible at Liquid. Like everyone, the management, the coaches, the staff, everyone.
That's amazing to hear. I wanted to speak as well on the regular season run you guys had. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride, up and down a little bit. Not the smoothest split one, of course. Could you take me through a little bit? Maybe what was some of the troubles and difficulties you guys had, maybe coming into this?
I would say that the difficulties coming into this was that we weren't playing as we were practicing. On stage, we were having problems translating what we did in practice to on stage, and we were having just difficulty translating what we were doing in practice to stage, and that just we needed a lot. We needed more confidence in us as a team and a lot more experience on stage and in everything like that. And I think today we played a really good game, and
Yeah.
it was it's good for us in the long term.
I see, I see. Okay. Then also I wanted to speak a little bit on your personal self. If I remember correctly, your first game coming into coming into kickoff, I believe it was you who dropped like 40 kills or something like that on Icebox.
Yeah.
So I wanted to speak about you personally coming into this. How do you see your personal development throughout your career in Valorant so far? And also, where do you see your ceiling? Do you see a ceiling for yourself? Do you see yourself potentially one day becoming the best player in EU in the world? What do
I
you
mean, of
prefer?
course, I want to be the best player in the world.
Hmm?
I mean, I think everyone does it. It's just it's a lot of hard work and a lot of discipline, and we just need to, as a team, as long as we're playing better as a team, we're gonna have um, more ability to show off our individual talents.
Hmm.
So as long as we're playing good, it's a lot of playing well as a team, and then the individuality will be able to be shown. And I think that's what's important for us. And I think the ceiling for me,
Hmm.
I want to at least be the best duelist I can for myself as well.
All right, great to hear. Last question. Compared to last year, we're seeing the level of competition in Europe is extremely high, or at least elevated. So, what are your thoughts on the overall state of competitive Valorant as it stands currently?
I think Europe is so competitive right now because of all the influx of tier two talent that's come into this year,
Yep.
and a lot of the rosters have been changing, and everyone's been trying to reach the top of the fiesta in the middle.
Yeah.
Like everyone can beat everyone, and it's super random, but it's just on the day who's feeling it or who's worked harder that week, or like everyone's really trying to push the level that we're playing at in Europe, and I think that's going to be important. I think that for us to grow as a region, we needed this to be able to improve
Doesn't that
because
also?
I feel like we're quite behind.
I see, I see. But doesn't that also increase the sort of pressure on you guys to always be on your A game when you come into these series because you feel like it's so close?
I wouldn't say there's even more pressure because of it. I just feel like um, no, I don't feel like there's more pressure coming into
No?
it because of the anyone can beat anyone. I just think that because we know anyone can beat anyone, that we're trying to stay we're trying to practice as we play as we practice. Like
No
stick to the
fear,
fundamentals.
essentially. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, thank you so much, Keiko, for your time,
Thank you.
and hope I get a chance to talk to you. And best of luck for this current game.
Thank you very much. I'm going to
Yep,
be watching.
yep. Best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you.